What's up, folks? FishTankTV.com YouTube subscribers. Got a little Q&A video. Got a couple questions from a couple subscribers. Gonna try to answer those questions, and so I'm just gonna jump right to it. Both questions actually are about my shell dweller tank. The first question is from TKBON, who is one of my newer subscribers, and he asks, did you make your background in your shell dweller tank? Absolutely, I made my background in my shell dweller tank. What I did is I made this out of styrofoam, and you can kind of see it's stacked up in layers, right? And there's actually here on the sides a good view. So I took a 1-inch thick sheet of styrofoam and cut out individual layers. See, this one kind of goes like that, the one underneath it goes like that. And actually I have some of my older videos actually show the process of making that. So Mr. TKBON or TBCon, you can take a look at some of those older videos. But basically I siliconed all the pieces together once I had them shaped, and started coating them up with quick drying cement, and then the red coloration that you see was a terracotta colored additive that I added on the last coat and kind of worked it in there, and it's been going for a while. I haven't had any issues of cracking or anything like that. I put on 4, maybe even 5 really good coats of cement on this thing, so not really worried about it giving way anytime soon. And you know, it's been going for a while. It's got a nice little coat of algae going on it, gives it a little bit of a natural look. So if you have questions on how I did that, you can check out some of my older videos or hit me up with a PM. I may do another background on another tank. I'm not quite sure. I still have all the materials. So thanks for your question, and hopefully that answered it. Next question is from my good buddy Eric, hanging out in Texas. This is ClemPunk86, and he wanted to know also about my shell dweller tank, how I went about getting the plants in here without it getting dug up. So Eric, this one's for you, buddy. What I did is I took some, here's my finger for scale, some of these smaller little round cobbles, right, and I kind of, you know, I planted the stem plants in, and then I kind of stacked up these little rocks around it so that the fish can't dig it up. The Anubias is actually tied off with fishing line to that little rock that you can see right there. So that is just not even planted, it's just kind of sitting there tied to a rock. The little Java ferns are tied off with fishing line to the log. And here's another shot of the other side. And you can kind of see, actually they kind of filled in a little bit, but there's a big rock right there. Basically I just kind of, from this part of the tank in, once I planted it, I just kind of filled in the little gaps with little small rocks. You can see them kind of intermingled in there, and that's just to keep the fish from digging it up. And you can see even right, where is it? Right there. There's a little piece of like buried rock underneath the substrate even. So I kind of rocked up this area here, and just made it so even if they did start digging, they're just gonna hit, you know, a rock down here, and they'll just kind of move off and dig somewhere else. So that's how I did it. You kind of have to segregate the planted area from, you know, the rest of the tank, but I think it kind of, actually I think this tank really looks finished now that I have some plants in here. And I'm gonna do a little bit more with these plants, but I'm pretty much satisfied with this tank now. The only thing I'm going to do is move it up here to where this tank is, and I think I'm going to throw the Serpes in the 29 this weekend. They're seeming pretty healthy, not really seeing any signs of sickness. They're eating well, they look good, so I'm going to give it a shot. And then finally the 29 gallon, it's bumping. Getting a lot of new growth on the Rotala. Everywhere that I cut's got, you know, 2, 3, some of even 4 little stems coming up off of it, so that's going to get real bushy. Some of these crypts that Matt gave me, unfortunately, they're kind of just falling apart on me, dude. The leaves are just dying, but I'm thinking they'll come back because those roots were solid. The stargrass responding really well once again to the CO2. Really happy how that's turning out. Probably going to cut it back a little bit more this weekend and just kind of continue to cut and fill in the gaps and kind of thicken it up and get some more going back here. So everything in here is doing pretty good. The wisteria is really filling in. It's got this little back corner on lockdown right now. And there's some nice big leaves sprouting up. They're getting real branchy, so I'm liking that. So I think everything's going pretty good. You guys let me know what you think. Got the CO2 dialed. It's about, I don't know, I'm going to just guess 3 bubbles per second, which seems to be kind of the average of what everyone's telling me. So hope that answers your guys' questions. Let me know if you got any more. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Alright, later.